Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I am the owner-operator of Iowa Yorkie Babies. You're probably watching this video because you were just on our website and maybe you have some questions about our process. So I'm just gonna kind of walk you through them step by step. And if you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us via the contact us page. You can text, call, or email us, okay? Well, the very first step in our adoption process is the application. Our application is found on the first page of our website, or there is also like just an online application tab on top of the website. So if you want to adopt a puppy from us, that is actually the very first step. So you would fill out that application, it would be sent to me. I would go through it. Don't worry, there's like no tricky questions. I just want to get to know you, your family, any pets that you have, any history that you have with Yorkies, and to make sure that you kind of understand what all is involved with owning a Yorkie. So there's like no crazy trick questions, just kind of wanting to get to know you and some basic information. So nothing scary in our online application. The next thing after the online application, if it's approved, I would email you back and say, okay, everything looks great. The next step is our $200 non-refundable deposit. And you can get that to me several different ways, and I'll explain all of that in my reply to you. And the reason that the deposit is non-refundable is just because, once you get that deposit to me, you are in line. You are on our waiting list. And then somebody else may call and say, hey, Heather, do you have any Yorkies available? And I'm going to say, no. Darn flies. I'm going to say, no, I don't have any Yorkies right now. I have some due in such and such a time, but I do have a waiting list. And then maybe they say, well, no, if you have a waiting list, I'm really not that interested. We were looking for, puppies in that time frame, but we wanted to be higher up on the list or whatever. People kind of have their own preferences. So if then all of a sudden you say, well, we found a breeder with puppies available now, or we decided we wanted a different breed, or whatever the case may be, and you take yourself off of that list, well, the people I just talked to maybe would have put down a deposit or gotten a puppy from us had you not been in line or whatever. So the deposit really just kind of says to me that you're serious and have really taken the time and are dedicated to the puppy. And if you back out, then that kind of, I guess, makes it a little bit more worth my time to go out and find another buyer, another home for the family, if that makes sense. So before you put down your deposit, I do want you to really be serious, and I want you to be dedicated to your future puppy. And if you're not ready, then that's totally okay, because I would rather you be dedicated and know that this is what you want than to put down a deposit and not be sure. So that's kind of me on my soapbox for a minute. Okay, so once you get your deposit, I'm going to put you on our waiting list, most likely. Occasionally, we will have puppies that are born, and you would be able to go ahead and put your deposit down on a particular puppy. And so that would reserve your deposit would actually reserve that particular puppy for you. But typically that's not the case. Typically your deposit is putting you on our waiting list. So once I get your deposit, I'm going to put you on our waiting list. And our waiting list actually is on our website under the Yorkie information tab. So you click the Yorkie information tab and a little pop-up list comes up, and it's called updated waiting list. So you could actually go right now to our waiting list and see who's on the waiting list. It just has initials, where they're from, and if they're waiting for a boy or a girl, and a traditional Yorkie or a party Yorkie. And so you can see what everybody is waiting for in terms of, are more people waiting for a traditional Yorkie or a party Yorkie? Are people wanting boys or girls, etc.? And so once I get your deposit, you'll be added to that list, and you'll be able to kind of watch yourself move up the list as puppies are born. And because we are a smaller operation, sometimes we could have people on the list for a little while because let's say we have 2 litters due, but everybody has girls or everybody has boys or, something crazy like that. Because Yorkies do have smaller litters, they tend to have 2 or 3 at a time, except in the case of Maddie. Maddie tends to have huge litters. And when I say huge, I mean like 5 to 7, which for a Yorkie is a really, really big litter. But, they don't always have in terms of genders what we want. So, you might have to wait a little while to get what you want because we are a smaller breeder with not a lot of females having puppies. So, anyhow, but you could watch yourself move up that list as the puppies are born. And so that's kind of cool to watch. So once the puppies are born, let's say your puppy is in that particular litter, I'm going to send out a birth announcement email. And in that birth announcement email, it will have how labor and delivery went. It'll have a picture of the mom and the babies. And then it will have our schedule for the next 10 weeks. And so it will tell you when puppy selection takes place, when videos will be posted, and when the puppies go home, when emails are sent out, all of that fun stuff. And so you'll never have to wonder when things will be happening while I have the puppies. So that's nice. And then we also have some take-home options for you because I want to make sure that the puppy's transition is as nice and smooth as possible. So we offer some items that smell like home. Everybody gets to take home a toy that smells like home, but then we offer beds and blankets and a toy that we actually help design with a manufacturer that's like a calming and soothing toy. And so all that stuff is an option for you to take home in addition to your puppy and that one toy. So yeah, so we try to make it as easy as possible. So if you have any questions about the process, please just let me know. And again, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I get to hear from you soon, and maybe you'll even be taking home one of our babies and adding them to your home. All right, well, thanks again, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.